Good morning, grade sixes. So today our learning goal, we're going to be walking into multiplication with decimals, really simple decimals. But before we go there, I wanted to take a step backwards and look at how we multiply with whole numbers. There are two methods that we explored this year, because I believe two is always better than one. Some of you like the standard algorithm and others were confused by it and were missing steps. So the area model, which I'm going to look at in this video, is another way to multiply whole numbers, and it's visual and I like it. It works really well. So let's take a look at this. I also thought it would be kind of cool. You could show this to your parents since you're at home and, you know, they probably haven't seen this kind of stuff before. So anyway, I have a 4 by 2 digit multiplication question up here, 2,486 times 32. I want to remind you that in a multiplication question that involves multi-digits, every single number has to be multiplied by every single other, I should say digit instead of number. So by that I mean, you know, this 2 has to be multiplied here, it's got to be multiplied here, it's got to go here, it's got to go here, and then this 3, which actually means 30, has to be multiplied by everything as well. And this can get kind of confusing. The standard algorithm tackles it one way, the area model tackles it in a visual way, which is why I kind of like it. So what we're going to do in the area model is I am going to make myself a rectangle that is going to represent the total product of this question here, and I'm going to make the dimensions of this rectangle the same as the number of digits in the question. So this right here, I've got a 4 by 2 question. I'm going to make myself a 4 by 2 rectangle. So down here, I've already started the rectangle. I'm going to split it up into 4 by 2. I'm going to make this box a little bit bigger for writing purposes. And now what I have here is a rectangle where I can match up a digit with one outside section of the rectangle here. So looking at the 32 to start with, 2 digits is going to go along the short side of the rectangle because it has 2 spaces. And I am going to expand it out. So I don't have 3 plus 2 to give me 32. 3 plus 2 does not give me 32, so I can't go like this. I can't go 3 goes here and 2 goes here because 3 plus 2 is 5. However, you might be going, Miss, the 3 doesn't really mean 3, it means 30, and 30 plus 2 does make 32. So I've just expanded 32 out into 30 plus 2, and that's going to go along the short side of the rectangle, and I'm going to use the same logic along the top. The 2, of course, means 2,000. The 4, of course, means 400. Oops, sorry about that. The 8 means 80, and then the 6 actually means 6 because it's in the ones place value. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply everything by everything, and you know, I'm just going to put my partial products into the little boxes here. So starting off with 3 times 2,000, well, I can go 3 times 2 is 6. And then we know from our, you know, measurement unit and all of our conversions that we can just take all the zeros here, 0, 0, 0, 0. So 30 times 2,000 is going to give me 60,000 because I've got 4 zeros there. So I'm going to carry those zeros over. And then I have to go 20 times 2, or 2,000 times 2, excuse me. So 2 times 2 is 4. There's only 3 zeros there, so I'm just going to carry those down, so 4,000. Then I'm going to go 30 times 400. 3 times 4 is going to give me 12. I'm going to keep my zeros. 2 times 400 is going to give me 800. I can just mental math that one. 30 times 80, well, 3 times 8 is going to give me 24. And there's 2 zeros there. It's a 4, not a 9. 80 times 2 is going to give me 160. And then I've got 30 times 6. 6 times 3 is going to give me 18 with that 1 extra 0. And 6 times 2 is going to give me 12. And now I have all of these here are parts of my product. All I have to do is add them up. So let's do that. So I've got 60,000. Plus 12,000, plus 4,000, and I'm being very careful to line up my place values. We know that's important. Plus 800, plus 2,400, plus 160, plus 180, plus 12. and I can add all of these up. Before I do this, I'm going to count. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers on my grid, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers on my addition statement here. So if I go column by column, my ones column adds up to 2. My tens column is going to be 6 plus 8 plus 1. That's the same as saying 6 plus 1 is 7 plus 8. That's going to give me 15. I'm going to place my 5 and carry my 1. And then I'm going to add up my hundreds column. So here I've got 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 8 is 11. And 11 plus 4 is going to give me 15. Carry my 1. Now I'm into my thousands column. And I was really careful to line everything up here. So I've got 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, and 5 plus 4 is going to give me 9. And then finally, 6 plus 1 is going to give me 7. So the answer to this question here is 79,552.